I bought The Artist Way. It arrived on Sunday. It's Tuesday. So it's been about 2 days now since reading week 1. So basically the non-negotiables for every day and every week. Every day you have to do your daily pages, which you are writing 3 pages of just stuff in your journal. Whatever comes to your mind, there's no wrong way to do it, no right way to do it. You just do it. And you take your baby artist, so that's your inner child who is an artist, out on a date, and you basically treat it as your baby. You would do anything to protect it. That's your baby, you take care of it. You're not supposed to take anybody on your baby artist date. So it was just me and my baby artist. We went out to the shops and we bought some stickers. I used to love like getting stickers and stuff as a kid, and I would never use them because I was always saving them for a special occasion. But today I decided I would get some, stick them on things like the bottom of my laptop. My favorite princess is Belle. I love Jasmine, and thank God Rapunzel is here too. So I was very excited about that. And then I also bought a book, Taylor's Oldest Time, A Twisted Tale. I haven't read any of the Twisted Tale series, but I'm excited to read this one because, like I said, Belle is my favorite Disney princess. I also thought I would share some of the things that I highlighted in week 1's reading. It's described as a spiritual path to a higher creativity, and I'm a Christian, so spiritual things are very touchy for me, so I'm very careful about that. And I was reading online because I wasn't completely sure. Like I was like, ooh, like, there's a border between things that are Christian and things that are New Age and stuff that Christians shouldn't be touching. And I was finding that the agnostic people and the atheist people, nothing against them, they were kind of resenting the fact that the word God was used so many times, and they would say that they rolled their eyes and just kept moving forward, which I was like, oh, okay, so maybe this is a book that I might be able to read. At the start, it does say, whether you don't believe in God or are atheist, agnostic, Buddhist, you can use the word God interchangeably. That was like where I like rolled my eyes. But yeah, if you are a Christian, week 1, I think it's pretty good, to be honest. For example, I was going to read this later, but the affirmations. I am a channel for God's creativity and my work comes to good. My dreams come from God and God has the power to accomplish them. Is it wrong? What is another one? Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. As I listen to my creativity, I am led to my creator. I am willing to let God create through me. So yeah, I'll just share some of the things that I highlighted this week 1. So you have to kind of read through your basic principles. So some basic principles that I had highlighted was, we are ourselves creations, and we in turn are meant to continue creativity by being creative ourselves. Creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. When we open ourselves to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves to God. Powerful changes are to be expected. Our creative dreams and yearnings come from a divine source. As we move toward our dreams, we move toward our divinity. And there's 10 basic principles. How do you know if you are creatively blocked? Jealousy is an excellent clue. The morning pages, which is what I said earlier, and they are non-negotiable. And another thing that I highlighted about the morning pages is that it is impossible to write morning pages for any extended period of time without coming into contact with an unexpected inner power. So I think I'm pretty interested into seeing what baby artist Allison has to say. And then the artist date. This is a weekly non-negotiable, so you do not take anybody but you and your inner artist on this date. And then commit yourself to a weekly artist date, then watch your killjoy side try to wriggle out of it. Learn to guard against these invasions. So I am nervous because I'm like, oh, skip it, but no, I think I'm really going to try within these 12 weeks. Recognize this resistance as fear of intimacy, which is the self-intimacy that you are sharing with yourself. And then there's a contract that you have to sign, which says, I blank understand that I am undertaking an intensive guided encounter with my own creativity, and I must commit to the 12-week duration of this course. I blank commit to weekly reading, daily morning pages, and a weekly artist date. I blank further understand this course will raise issues and emotions for me to deal with, which I'm nervous about. And I blank commit myself to excellent self-care, adequate sleep, diet, exercise, and pampering for the duration of this course. Yeah, and then it goes into week 1. It talks about shadow artists. From what I remember, I haven't highlighted anything, but the artist who never really tapped into their artistry and had to go do something else, like another career, or align themselves with a career that is completely parallel to the career that they actually wanted as an artist. and see other artists in the shadows sort of thing. I think I explained that pretty poorly, but what I highlighted in this section is that artists love other artists. Very often, audacity, not talent, makes one person an artist and another a shadow artist. Shadow artists often choose shadow careers, those close to the desired art, even parallel to it, but not the art itself. A rule of thumb, shadow artists judge themselves harshly, beating themselves for the years over the fact that they have not acted on their dreams. And I, for one, am scared that I'm going to be one and refuse to be one. Must learn to take themselves seriously with gentle, deliberate effort. Must nurture their child artist. Creativity is play, but for shadow artists, learning to allow themselves to play is hard work. Protecting the artist child within. Remember, your artist is a child. Find and protect that child. So yeah, it's basically nurturing the child, teaching it to walk, all that, interact with life. Progress, not perfection. You must be willing to be a bad artist. So then there's another section that says your enemy within, your core negative beliefs. Most of the time we are blocked in an area of our life. It's because we feel safer that way. We may not be happy, but at least we know that we are unhappy. None of the core negatives need to be true. Beliefs are not facts. Core negatives keep you scared. It is possible, quite possible, to be both an artist and romantically fulfilled. It is quite possible to be an artist and financially successful. I liked that line because I like it. And then affirmative weapons. So I think this is the affirmations section. So one thing that I highlighted was all too often it is audacity and not talent that moves an artist to center stage. So yeah, it's just basically showing the power of affirmations and goes into the affirmations that I read to you initially. At the end of the chapter, you've got your tasks. That's what I highlighted in week 1. It's going well so far. I'm going to use these stickers and stick them onto things. I'm excited. This is really cute. So I stuck them on the back of my diary in no particular order. Actually, I stuck them on my most favorite to least favorite, and I started on the bottom, and then I realized I had space at the top and everyone could fit in, and they all have to share castles because there was only 6 castles and 7 princesses, which is fine. Cinderella is also on my journal. The hearts are on the cover of my book. But yeah, that felt really good actually. I feel happy that I did that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I feel really glad that I did that. Everything is like annoying me today. It's like a weird day. And yeah, so I'm just gonna like be annoyed, but channel my annoyance into something creative because I can't just sit here and mope on how annoyed I am. Otherwise I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. Whatever. GarageBand opened up. It is Friday, so I've been doing the stuff for 5 days. There's a few tasks in here that I've had to do. So 3 enemies of your old creative self, and write out a horror story from one of the 3, and then you write a letter of defense, and then you list 3 champions of your creative self, and you write out an encouragement thank you letter. I've done the first 2. I've done the other one. It was 3 champions, but I couldn't think of a 3rd champion, so I've just left that for now, and I haven't done the thank you letter. Yeah, I seriously, I need to calm down. I need to calm